Here we go. Here we go. Lining it up. MSW lining up to go. Awuga's in the chat. Let's see how it goes.
4, 3, 2, 1, begin.
All right, and there they go. Magic Space Whales taking off. Target-rich environment also running out. We got no eliminations off the get-go. That's rare. No tags. Oh, we got a tag out. Magic Space Whales player heading back. That is that Archer? Looks like Archer's back on the respawn. All right, moving around. We got an elimination for target-rich environment. All right, looks like Space Whales are making a move for the bucket, and that's a tag. They're not going to be successful. We have number 77 out on the far side. Looking to see if they can make a push. Oh, and that's going to be a tag. Number 77 taking out target-rich environment player. All right, Magic Space Whales making a move for the right bucket. And Magic Space Whales get hands on a bucket. They are now officially counting up their timer. Getting some points on the board. It doesn't matter if they can lock it down. They will now secure the win. But it's a long match, people. 6 minutes is a long time. Magic Space Whales pushing up. All right. All right. We are 1 minute, 30 seconds into this match. 35 seconds up for Magic Space Whales. Target-rich environment yet to get some points on the board. It's really interesting to watch these players develop their strategies and having to work together whilst you have these power players on teams like Magic Space Whale and the other conglomerate teams that seem to move together. They all have their own styles, and they all have their own play styles back home. They technically don't live very close to each other, so they don't get to play together often, but they come together, and you get to see sort of how does practice work against raw talent and raw skill. All right, Archer back on the field making a run for the far bucket, and it looks like Magic Space Whales are going to pick up both buckets, doubling up their time on the bucket, putting it away, making sure that they lock down a victory. 2.5 minutes in, almost to the halfway mark. We're going to have to see if Target-rich environment can pull something together and make it happen. We're going to have entries on the far side. They are gathering.
Stay holding it, Archer. I got you. Just keep holding. Keep looking. Defense! Defense! Bumblebee tuna! They won't get to you.
Andrew Dartsweep just gave the Bumblebee tuna play. We're going to see what that is. Not a lot going on the field.
Hold down, hold down. Clear, clear, clear. Defense. Clear. Keep holding it.
Target-rich environment needs to build some momentum and see if they can get something out here. We've got entries on the far side.
Castle one. Castle one. Mikey, Castle one.
It's like we've got 99 Goop and 16 Archer holding down the buckets. Goop taking his hand momentarily off the bucket to fire. Now remember, when he takes his hand off to shoot, he is no longer getting points for his team. Target-rich environment trying to get some. Oh, looks like they've managed to get both Archer and Goo. Let's see if they can do something to turn it around. They're running back to the spawn. If they can get some players on the field, they can perhaps take some bucket time and get the points. Now, the elimination bracket is based on overall points over your couple of matches. So if you can manage to get any points despite being down, you're going to want to get any amount of time on the timer that you can in order to make sure that you can get those wild card slots. We've got Magic Space Whale sending a new set of fresh legs out onto the table. Goop going back for the center bucket again. Locking it in on the snake. The snake is going to be a vital part of today's matches. It is down the center and is going to be the only way to protect yourself whilst you're on the bucket. You must reach out. If you see right in the middle of your screen, you've got Goop next to the bucket. He has to crawl out there and grab the bucket, exposing almost half, if not more, of his body to open fire while he's pressing the thing. Long arms welcome for this.
one. Goop, castle one. Castle one, Goop. Get in there, get in there.
All right. Number 42, Rogue Contra on the field going for the far bucket. Orca, Magic Space Whales seeing if they can lock down both buckets at the same time. Having to return fire as target-rich environment gets onto the field.
Ready. Ready.
5 minutes and 30 seconds. Magic Space Whales up 260 points to 0. Looks like they're going to lock this one away and move on to the next round.
Just keep holding it.
Ready.
Goop, go for the bucket.
Ready.
Just really seeing some great cohesion out here with Magic Space Whales. They're going to be a team to beat coming up this afternoon in the elimination stages. They are coordinated. They are on fire, moving around. And that's the game. 6 minutes done. Looks like Magic Space Whales is moving on against Target Rich Environment.